Hey, Matt from Stronger You Training here. I just want to go through a few ways you can fix your deadlifts today. So when we say fix your deadlifts, we're talking about improving your spine position to end up in something a little bit more neutral, right? Maybe you end up kind of deadlifting here sometimes and your back gets really rounded over. Maybe it's a little bit more subtle where as you pull, your butt kind of tucks under and it's more dynamic. Regardless of that, the steps to fixing it are going to be very similar, if not the same. So first thing we want to take a look at is just what muscles keep your spine in extension or in a more neutral position when you're deadlifting and when you're squatting. So big thing we've talked about a lot with a lot of the content I put out is creating that abdominal pressure, right? So your abs, your obliques, your erectors are all working in synergy to create that pop can effect where your diaphragm presses out, your external core musculature pushes in, and it creates that pressure, which creates rigidity in your spine, holds your ribs on top of your pelvis. This is all stuff we've gone over before. What we haven't really gone into too much detail before with though is your lats and your erectors. So these guys span the length of your back. Your lats are of course bigger than just the erectors by themselves, but both run along the spine and the lats run across the shoulders to stiffen the spine and create that rigidity, right? The interesting thing with these is they don't work very well when they're in flexion. Their function and how effective they are changes. So when I'm here, for example, I can actually have a lot of lat tightness and erector tightness and I can create a good contraction and they'll protect my spine quite well there, right? On the other hand though, if I'm here in flexion, right, that puts those muscles into a lengthened position. The problem with that is your muscles generally operate best at mid-range, about there. It's the same reason why if you start a bicep curl from here and you're trying to go through, you can't create as much contraction. And if you hold your elbow 90 degrees and you try to lift your 70-pound dumbbell or whatever weight's too heavy for you to curl, you can probably at least hold it here, but you're probably not taking a 70-pound dumbbell from here and doing a strict curl because that muscle's at end range and it's just not as strong there. So very similar kind of concept in the back where if those muscles are put in a lengthened position, they can't contract as well, which means you can't protect your spine as well, nor can you extend your spine as efficiently. So with that out of the way, just wanted to kind of point out some of the anatomy that's going to help us with the position. So keep that in the back of your mind when we're going through it. We're looking for relatively straight spine. A small S curve is okay. We're looking for good abdominal pressure. So 3 different ways we can learn the positions of the hip hinge, or what your deadlift is, which is the hip hinge. We're trying to move your hips while keeping good spinal position, not really having any extra motion at the spine. We want the motion to come from the hips, knees, and ankles, right? So first way, this is a personal favorite of mine, is a pull through. So you can do this with a band, you can do this with a cable, doesn't matter too much, but the idea is you have your resistance, you walk it forward a little bit, and you put your feet in about your deadlift stance, right? So the 2 things you're looking for here is creating stiffness in your lats, right? Like we talked about a moment ago, you want those to help assist in keeping your back straight. And the second is you're letting the band do the work on bringing your hips back. So I'm gonna squeeze my armpits like somebody's trying to tickle me, and that's gonna create that rigidity in my lats all the way down to my back. And then I'm gonna let the band pull my chest forward. And then I'm gonna stand back up. So you'll see it's actually impossible for me to round my back if I keep my lats tight. If I let my lats relax, and you'll see my armpits kind of open up, very easy for me to round that. And I can feel my back stretching up here and everything. That's not really the goal with the deadlift. So your deadlift motion should be armpits tight, right? Again, ticklish, okay? And then keep them tight as your chest gets closer to the ground. Down and up. Second way you can go at this. This one's a little bit easier. Just in concept, because the weight feels like it has more of an impact when you do it wrong. So this is one of those exercises that gets easier as you do it properly. And that's a kettlebell good morning. So the idea with these is you would take a kettlebell. If you don't have one, you can use a dumbbell or a weight plate. That's all okay. And you put it up behind your shoulders. So this works really well if you're somebody who has trouble with your shoulders rounding over and you can't quite feel those muscles just yet, because having your elbows up encourages a little bit more upper back extension. So I've got this kettlebell sitting just behind my shoulders here, keeping my elbows high, and I'm gonna go down without dropping my elbows. So down and up. And I'm just trying to work that range of motion that I can control, right? There's a point, let's say for me it's about here, where I can't really go lower without dropping my elbows this way. So again, trying to keep stiff in the elbows, keep them tall, down and up. Okay. And then the last one is just a reverse hip hinge where you have the kettlebell behind you and you're thinking about, again, squeezing those armpits tight and pushing against the weight. You want to feel your hips move the kettlebell or the dumbbell as you go through the movement while your lats stay stiff. This isn't my favorite one, but if the other two don't make sense, this is kind of a good third alternative to go through. Okay?